Hey everyone, it's Darcy Bits. I'm playing more Marvel Snap. It is a new season, which I don't really know what it means, but my rank dropped down to bronze, so that's fun. And we got lots of quests to do, so let's get started. I'm currently using a deck called Bop Down. It is a variant of my previous deck, Lockdown, which has a much more fitting name. And it's all about just kind of shutting down the options for everyone. It's got Xavier, I guess Professor X. It's got Professor X to just completely shut down a location. It's got Storm to prevent people from playing into a location. And of course it has ways for me to sneak my stuff into those locations. Either through things like... wow, I have no turn 2 play. That's a shame. I guess Lizard would have been if it wasn't for the Frost Room, huh? It's a shame. Well, that's good for me. I like that. We seen the Icebox. It just made something more expensive. Danger Room, chance of things dying. Sinister London's very good. Ooh. Ooh. I think I'm actually going to play Cosmo in Sinister London and just, like, completely shut down people's options on the board. Sunspot, ooh, that's scary for me. Electra didn't do anything. Cosmo is going to see if we can shut that down a little bit. It's not going to be great because there's certainly an element of, like... How do you say? Let's throw down Fantastic here. It's... First of all, I have, you know, on reveal abilities that are being suppressed, but Sunspot doesn't need to be... this Sunspot's so good. It's the way that it just grows. Excellent. Wow, you lost 2 of those coin flips? That's amazing. And not even coin flips. You need to lose 2 coin flips, right? Because they're a 25% chance. So that's pretty scary right there. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, Xavier should lock down the zone before they die. I don't know if that's 100% correct, but I think it is. It's going to be very difficult for them to win that from me. So that's excellent. Now all I got to do is win the remainder, and I've got myself a Hulk. Should do perfectly fine. Previously, this deck didn't have Hulk in it, and it's just such nice just to have a finisher. It's like, I've shut the board down, now I just need to play 1 card to win. It used to have Spectrum in it, and while I think Spectrum is like quite good in a lot of situations, wasn't enough to be super relevant. Because often I was just playing them as a 5, right? Either they were shut down by Cosmo, or they just weren't buffing that much. Which is like, surprised me because this is ongoing. This is ongoing. This is ongoing. This is ongoing. I guess those are the same cards. But you know what I'm saying. It seemed like it would be really useful, but it ended up not being. Just having Hulk is so much more consistent. Because all you really want is like 1 big card to shut down, or to like to win a lane, when you've shut down all the options and everything's being played in 1 location. At least that's what I found. As much as it seemed useful to be like, oh, I want to be able to buff Professor X, because Professor X is locked down the location and they're losing, oh no. I honestly think it was good enough for that. I'm better off just playing like Claw or something to give that +6. Ongoing effects are double. Interesting. And Owatsu's going to let us look at this location, New York. I'm not a huge fan of New York. It's a little bit confusing. Maybe I can lock it down with Xavier just to like... Yeah, that could be interesting. Cable, okay. I wonder what they stole from me. I haven't actually played Enchantress yet, I don't think. Enchantress was put into the deck as something that might work well, but haven't actually seen it. Ongoing effects are disabled, ongoing effects are doubled. Interesting. I think I want to play Storm in Isle of Silence.
Wind, aid my hand.
Alright, cool. Morph is not too bad. Yeah, nothing gets blanked by that, which is nice. Part of me really wants to play something like Mr. Fantastic in the Onslaught Citadel because of the doubling thing. I think I'll do that next turn. Here I'm going to play Cosmo. I reveal first. We can tell because my name is highlighted. That's not something the game tells you. It's just true. And since they played, now do they have an on-reveal effect? They did. I shut it down. So that was intentionally trying to pay attention to that. It's super interesting trying to control, like, if you go first or if you don't. I just wish the game was clear about when you're going to. Like, I know because I'm aware of this, but it's not something the game told you. So on turn 6, you can move cards here is super interesting. I think that implies that you shouldn't bother playing them ahead of time because you can move them later. So I want to shut this down. And hopefully my opponent just won't bother playing there, and I can win that. Okay, if they have like a claw, I still lose it. They do have a claw. Okay, that's not too surprising. I just need to win Onslaught Citadel as hard as possible, and I should be able to do that pretty well. So I'm not worried because just Hulk is such a solid card to close out the game. Well, that's disappointing. I'm realizing retrospectively what I probably should have done is played Enchantress to stifle the claw, which would have won me New York, but I still would have lost Onslaught Citadel because 4 is just not going to win this versus their 7, and I couldn't stop them from getting their White Tiger off. So, yeah, just all around, good job them. Nothing I can do about that. It's weird, you know, I always feel like I can't really properly, what do you call it, like, stream my gameplay if I'm at low levels, but if the season just rolled over, like, I gotta drop down levels, like, you know, I can't feel too bad about that. I know what my, like, general level is if I put the time in to grind up, so... That's nice. They played Iceman, that's going to make her Claw worse, which isn't a big deal. Often I do play Claw on 6, so I'm not too concerned. Space Throne is cool. Yeah. Bifrost is going to shift everything over. Interesting. I think I'm going to play Lizard here because of the Bifrost. Which doesn't make a ton of sense. It makes basically no sense at all. I'm interested to see how this plays out. I think that was a misplay, but I mean, I kind of have to commit to it, don't I? What do I want in the Space Throne more than anything else? Nothing really. I guess like Fantastic's pretty good. At Bishop, cool. I'm not sure. I think that, like, when you shift over, it will get full and everything else will get stuck. Is that correct? I believe that is correct, yes. So, we'll see. Let's see if this goes the way we think it goes. Mantis. Okay, Elektra doesn't do anything. Then everything shifts. Well, I guess Jessica Jones gets revealed. Then everything shifts. Yeah, that's exactly what we expected. Which doesn't win us the Space Throne, but it puts us in a pretty strong spot. It's funny that this is still... I thought it was centered. Either way, I think we can probably do the Cosmo thing. Oh wait, I guess I don't want to play there, do I? Because of the 8. Maybe it's still worth it. They won't expect it, which is cool. I think I want to Claw on 6 to win Space Throne, so... Yeah, I'm just going to play White Tiger over here. See if we can possibly win Isle of Silence. That's 1, okay. And that's 3. Yeah, we win that. I'm going to snap here. And my opponent retreats. Cool. Great. Good job, White Tiger. Cool. We've learned some things. It's gold. Gold is what we learned. Cool. You say gold is what we learned? I did say that. Asgard. Turn 4, whoever's winning gets 2 cards. Cool. Rocket. Very good. Fisk Tower. Card moves here. Okay. Again, no turn 2 play. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton of 2s in the deck, so it's not that unlikely to happen, but it is always a little disappointing. Dark Dimension. Ooh, interesting. Let's see. If I made Storm and Asgard, I'd only get 2, and then I'd have 1 turn to do stuff. I don't really have a good turn 4 play, so it's probably a bad idea. I couldn't Storm in Dark Dimension because it doesn't work, but I could Storm in, like, Fisk Tower, I guess? This is actually a little bit difficult for me just because I can't lock down things with like Professor X, for example, because I can't lock down Dark Dimension, and I'm not sure if I want to lock down Asgard. Asgard is scary. This is turn 4. Okay, so I can get up to 5. Yeah, I think I can tie them there, and it's probably worth it. See, do they play in Asgard, or do they play in Flooding? Okay. Assemble. So that's cool. I'm okay with that. And I stopped them from drawing. I'm not going to draw, but I stopped them from drawing. Feels good. Okay. I like that. They snap. I'm going to play Claw here. And I think I will also snap. Okay. That's Angela, sure. That's Ant-Man, sure. Okay, seems unlikely they win here. I think I just play Hulk here. And, you know, we'll move as well, because, like, why not? I'm not winning Asgard. And see what we have. Okay. Okay. And Onslaught. Well, that's pretty cool. I don't think it's enough, though. Oh, close. Very close. Wow. That's amazing. Did not expect that to be so close. This is going to take us a bit too long to get there. And that's okay. What do we have? Tinker's Workshop, okay. So this is pretty good for us. We don't have any turn 3s right now, but we have more 3s than 2s, so the odds are pretty okay that we might draw one. Strange Academy, or at least it increases the odds that we draw something relevant. I'll play Olatu over here just to keep them confused. I might actually draw a rock now that I think about it. I did not see Subterranea. That's just a bit of a shame. What do we draw? A rock. Of course we do. Is a rock useful for us? I don't think so. We don't have like a blue marble or anything, or blarble as I call them. Rhino's an interesting call. I wonder if they thought there was something really good there and they were messing me up because, like, haha, you played there on turn 1. I don't care. It's fine. Cool. Now we get Cosmo on the actual turn 3, which is fine. If I drew Cosmo a turn earlier, I just wouldn't have had to play on turn 3, so it totally checks out. I think I'll just play Cosmo over here. See if ooh, interesting. The customary point. And ooh, very interesting. They ruin it. I storm it. I flood it, I guess. Seems appropriate to me. I'm mostly ongoings, so I'm not too worried about that. I mean, I'm playing Cosmo, so yeah. What? That's really funny to me. Alright, cool. I'm just gonna play Jessica here. And, ooh, I guess I can play Knight Rider too. They're not called Knight Rider. Nightcrawler as well. So that's cool. Then on turn 5, I will I'll play Claw. Spider-Woman only hits 2, so that's nice. So I'm at 8. I will gain an additional 4 from Jessica Jones, putting me at 12. So Claw will win this. There's a good chance I lose this. I'm not going to bother snapping, but I will continue to the end of the game. Okay, cool. Yeah, Claw's enough to win Tinker's Workshop. Boom. Very cool. Very, very cool. I really like this deck. We haven't really seen it go off into, like, completely shut down the board mode that it does so often. But, you know, it's certainly doing some weird stuff. That's what we're about here. Let's see. I can see the Ruins, the Onslaught Citadel, nice, and the Nexus. Nexus is kind of broken. I don't know if Nexus should exist, to be honest. It's fun though, so like whatever. But I wonder if I want to flood that. I don't have Storm right now, so who's to say I'll draw them? But still, not 100% sure. Do 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 do. That song's in my head now. Hello! Okay. That was a long time to do nothing. Maybe they weren't at their computer. I've done that before. I have no play. Cool. Pass. But yeah, we want to do like Mr. Fantastic. We want to do Claw. My opponent just left. Okay. You know what that means to me? It means they timed out and then timed out again. Something I've discovered is that the game will automatically make you retreat if you time out twice in a row. Unfortunately, the second timeout is like slower, like it's faster, I mean. So like if you just actually spent the entire time thinking and then failed to commit to a move, which I've done before, you have less time to think in the next round, which I think is super unfair. But it is cool that you're not like forced to lose, you know, 4 cubes just because, you know, something came up and you had to leave. So that's nice. Necrosha. I might actually flood Necrosha. That seems nice. Ooh, Crimson Cosmos. Well played. I wonder if they had Nalatu. That was really useful for them. So Necrosha's cool. They probably won't play there this turn because it's not someplace most people want to be playing. It's kind of a... Oh, never mind. I'm completely wrong. I did not see that coming.
Wind, aid my hand.
A little bit frustrating. I did not expect that. I can destroy their ongoing, which is kind of cool. I like that. And they'll reveal first, as we can see, with their highlighted thing. So if they play another ongoing, we can get rid of that effect as well. And that's really just the best I can do. So I did want to get, like, Fantastic in there, but that's okay. They'll probably commit to the flooding location. It is flooding after all, but they chose not to, interestingly enough. Jubilee. That's really funny to me. That seems like not something you put in a deck with Jubilee, so... Is Jubilee in the pool I'm in, actually? I want Jubilee so much. I think she's so cool. I'm already winning this zone. If they have, like, a Claw, I might regret not playing Claw, but... I'm gonna play Claw. Ooh, I don't know if I can beat that. That's fine, though. I don't have to. I can just beat Xandar instead. Yeah, should be fine. We'll just play Hulk and Xandar, and we'll call it good. Claw's enough. Yeah. Very cool. Very clean. Yeah, just, like, the lockdown's really good. Something I've been meaning to test, I think this works the way I think it works, but I've never actually put it into test yet, is playing Professor X in Death's Domain. I really want to try that because it stops you from being able to remove cards, and destroy counts as removing according to like the rules of that ability. So I think it should protect the zone before Death's Domain kills it, which I think sounds like a really easy way of winning that zone. So that's exciting. I always like the idea of putting someone like Nightcrawler in Muir Island and then just being like, cool, after I get like 8 buffs, I guess not 8, but like 3 buffs, I can leave and go somewhere else and like really buff something up. What do we have here? Miniaturized Lab, cool. And I don't know what the last one is, and I have no energy this turn. Colossus, cool. Necrosha. Let's do the Necrosha thing again. That I did last time. Hope. Never mind. Ooh. The Claw might mess me up, actually. I mean, I can't play it in Miniaturized Lab until turn 6 anyway, but still, I really like to be able to play Hulk, so not sure about that. I think we'll just play Jessica Jones. She's literally in this deck because she just follows Storm so well, right? Because you can't play there anyway, so it's like such a nothing drawback. It's very good. Cool. So maybe over-invested in flooding. That's okay. Just 1 card. If I can't, I think honestly, I just play Hulk in the Miniaturized Lab on 6 and be happy with it. I will play White Tiger. No, do I want to play White Tiger? Will go into the flooded zone. So that's not super relevant to us. I think I just pass. I keep wondering if this deck actually could use Infinaut, just because often the correct play is just to pass. Yeah, I get to bring all those buffs with me. That's awesome. Is just to pass on turn. I always forget to snap before I hit done, and I got to snap beforehand, but oh well. But yeah. Wait, what kind of play was that? They didn't... What the heck? They knew they were going to lose. Why didn't they play in Miniaturized Lab? That was weird. What? I don't understand that at all. That was odd. Bifrost, okay. Bifrost is a little bit uncomfortable. Agent 13, sure. Atlantis, okay. I still have no turn 2 play. You can see why Lizard was in the game that last time, right? Like, I shut down a location so my opponent couldn't shrink my Lizard, so it becomes quite efficient in that specific situation, but it's a pretty specific situation. And our last thing is the Vault. Ooh, interesting. I'm really tempted to, like, storm the Bifrost just to, like, say, haha, all your stuff's stuck here, but honestly, I think the Bifrost pushing that into Atlantis is actually good for me. So, I don't really want to do that. I'm gonna Cosmo in Atlantis, I think. When is this turn 4? Okay.
Avengers!
Captain America, sure. I mean, you certainly don't want to be alone in with Captain America, but honestly, you never want to be alone in Atlantis. It's never enough power. So Bifrost is going to go off, which I really want to use Storm now. I don't want to wait till the next turn, but what you gonna do? I feel like, do I do it? Do I pause here? Maybe I just pass. Or actually, maybe I play Storm. Like, yeah, sure, Vault closes on 6, but I'll make it close a turn earlier. That's probably relevant.
Wind, aid my hand.
And then we're going to Bifrost in, which is going to give me +3, but only them plus that much. Yeah, okay. There's potential here. This might work. I think we just play Claw in the middle, and then next turn we'll play our Hulk in the Bifrost, right? Ooh, that's pretty scary. But it doesn't morph because of Cosmo. Nice. Okay, of course. And they can't play in Atlantis. I just win this, huh? Yeah. I guess I'll even play Hulk over here. I was gonna... yeah, I have to, like, win 20 or more, right? That was a thing, I think. Blue Marble. Oh, Blue Marble's scary, but not, like, enough, right? Yeah. I should have considered Blarvel. I call them Blarvel. But it's not enough, right? Like, +3 was not gonna impact this location. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, this is going very well. Now, maybe that's because I'm lower ranked than I used to be. I'm like, haha, I'm doing very well in bronze. So, like, you know, it's not that impressive. But, yeah, it did go very well. So I'm glad you got to, like, see some games with it. Unfortunately, you didn't really get to see Xavier strut their stuff. That's a shame. It's a fun deck. It should not be called Bop Down. It should be called Lockdown. But, oh well, what you gonna do?